broker in Los Angeles, serving all of California with NTAR Real Estate and Financial Tech. In a moment, I'll share you some valuable information about this exciting topic. Topics are Corey Chambers and ChatGPT, AI, artificial intelligence. We'll mention real estate and Bitcoin as well. And what's an even better investment than real estate or Bitcoin? If you see any properties that are of interest to you, let us know. We will gladly send you a property information packet on any loft, condo, or house, or private previews available upon request. Let's start with me, Corey Chambers, and AI, artificial intelligence. I've been using ChatGPT quite a bit. If you ever look at my blogs, the LA Loft blog for Los Angeles real estate and NTAR.com for all of California real estate, technology, and financial, you will see that much of it is done by artificial intelligence. It's not all done automatically, all by artificial intelligence. I tell the AI what to write about, and I give it certain facts that need to go into the blog post as well. And then it will create some of the blog posts, probably more than half of the blog posts these days. The bulk of it, especially the fluff, but some of the important basics are written by ChatGPT, artificial intelligence. So it's particularly good at creating fluff, but it's also good at making sure you have all the basics of the topic that you're talking about. So that's why it's usually good to start with that as a foundation, or use it as as the basic structure of your writing, unless you have something very specific in mind for the structure of your writing. Otherwise, most people don't have that first and foremost writing structure in their head, so it's usually best to let ChatGPT come up with that structure for you, and you just tell it what you find interesting to talk about, and add as many interesting facts as you want. Although it has a limit, it'll only take about 1 or 2 pages of facts. They're increasing that. So I think they've already increased it recently, so it may be many pages of facts already by now. So that is what I'm doing. So I'm considering taking all the ChatGPT conversations I do and putting them either on one of my blogs. If it's Los Angeles real estate, it goes on the LA Loft blog. If it's elsewhere in California real estate or finance or technology, that all goes on NTAR.com. And if it's another topic, I got to figure out where else to put it. I guess I'll just find one of my social media that people read the most. People read my tweets, my X's, and my Facebook and my YouTube the most. I don't think they read my YouTube the most, they watch my YouTube the most. So, so we'll be putting those there. I mentioned Bitcoin and real estate, and the other number one investment in the world. Financially, monetarily, return on investment, number one best investment has not been real estate by any stretch. But I would still call real estate the second to Bitcoin. But ahead of Bitcoin, there's one more. Bitcoin has given you the most ROI, return on your investment, over the last 12 to 14 years. Real estate's great because it has what Bitcoin does not have, which is physical, just like gold also. But you cannot live in a gold coin. Real estate, most people need to live in real estate. Unless you like being homeless and living with the elements, which most people don't want that. Most people would rather work 2 or 3 jobs rather than live on the street in the cold and wind and rain and all the insects and thugs, robbers, and maniacs that are out there, thieves, rapists, killers, drive-by shootings, all that stuff that homeless people have to encounter. It's pretty sad when you own nothing, but the homeless people that are forced to stay out on the street by the radical left lunatics who think it's okay, they get robbed more than anybody else, even though they don't even hardly own anything. And when they can't get robbed, they get, the gangs try to turn homeless people into slaves, which doesn't work very well, of course, because homeless people are usually unwilling or unable to work. But people who are willing and able to work, the gangs put them to work, and if they don't, then they shoot them or light their tents on fire. But most people don't want that. Most people want to live in a house or a condo or apartment or mobile home or cabin or a loft or anything, any kind of roof over your head. It's another mistake that California makes. It won't allow people to build basic shelters for homeless people. Like every shelter has to be super deluxe or semi-deluxe. Yet they turn around and say it's okay if they live just in a tent or with nothing at all over their heads, as if that's somehow better than a very basic shelter. Doesn't take too much thought to come to the conclusion that a basic shelter, even with no air conditioning, even with no plumbing, is still better than no shelter at all. So that's why real estate's my number 3 investment pick. Number 2 investment pick is Bitcoin. Number 1, most important investment is investing in yourself, your education, investing in you, your life, your knowledge, and your happiness, your well-being, your physical and your mental, your spiritual well-being, and your growth is by far number 1. Even Bitcoin, which is the king of all investments, is worth close to 0 compared to the investment in yourself, your education, your knowledge of what you know and who you know. Those 2 important things, what you know and who you know, that's 90% of your success financially, and helps your other types of success as well, if you choose to. All right, thanks for joining me. Corey Chambers, your friend and your real estate broker in Los Angeles, serving all of California with NTAR Real Estate and Financial Tech. Look forward to talking to you again